soul. I want 10 Cadillacs and a diamond.
Cooder is from LA. He is a multi-instrumentalist, singer and songwriter, and is best known for his slide guitar work. The first album he was involved in, apparently, was Captain Beefheart's Safe as Milk, which was in 1967, and has been very busy since then. He's released his own albums, he's done sessions for other people, he's done lots of collaborations, and he's done some film scores. So he has released 17 solo studio albums. He's been involved in 17 soundtrack albums, most of which he wrote all the music for. He's done loads of collaborations, as I say, and many sessions. I'm going to name just 5 people that he's worked on sessions for: Randy Newman, Eric Clapton, James Taylor, Marianne Faithfull, and Gordon Lightfoot. But the list is impressive. He has recorded and played in many musical styles, stretching through blues and folk to Latino and world music. Hi, my name's Dan. So this is a slight cause for celebration because this review is the 800th review in this series of the 3,000 greatest albums of all time. 800 sounds like a big number, but 3,000 is a much bigger number. And when you work out the fraction, this is a thoroughly unmonumentous 4/15ths of the way through the list. So, mild celebration from me. Let's hope I can keep going all the way. Excuse me. So, this was the 5th album by Cooder. I think it's my first listen to it. I have heard quite a bit of Cooder in the past, and I have definitely liked pretty much all of it that I've heard. Some of it I've really liked. Most of it I've just, liked. And he does record in several different styles, or has done. I would describe this as being kind of, Americana. It's hard somehow to put your finger on it. It's got a kind of Tex-Mex feel, it's got Cajun kind of feel. There's quite a bit of accordion in some of the tracks, and then some of the tracks have got more of a Hawaiian feel, and they've got a Hawaiian guitar going on. There's kind of waltzes. I think kind of Southern Americana, apart from the Hawaiian bit, is the kind of where I want to place this. He's Reichert is obviously known for his guitar work, particularly his slide work, and there's quite a bit of that on here. But he does on this album play accordion too. I'm just going to list the instruments that have been listed on the Wikipedia site for who's played what. Some of these are completely new to me, including the first one, which is a bajo sexto, which is a kind of guitar-like, somewhere cross between a guitar and a mandolin. It's got double races of strings, but it's got 6 races. Mandolin, mandola. So if you don't know what a mandola is, a mandola is to a mandolin as a viola is to a violin. And in fact, a mandolin and a violin have the same tuning, and a mandola and a viola have the same tuning. Bottleneck guitar, so that's just playing a guitar with a bottleneck slide. French accordion, electric guitar, slack key guitar. I'm not very sure about what that is. Apparently, that's tuned to a chord. Typal, don't know how you even pronounce it. There's another instrument I've not come across in the guitar family. Hawaiian guitar, which is sometimes known as a lap steel guitar. So it's kind of descended from guitars, but it's kind of flatter, and it's often got more strings than you play it lying down and use a slide. And then vocals. And there's lots of other players in here too. There's lots of different instruments going on. There's a lot of, this isn't the kind of music where you'd expect to find electronic stuff going on at all. It's very much acoustic instruments. The whole feel is kind of is measured and it's loose and it's laid back, all in a good way. It all feels like it's soaking in the moment and just enjoying the music and the bass. It's not hurried, even when it's kind of faster. It's not that fast. There's a particular kind of chug that Cooder has, and that's in some of the tracks here. And it's very kind of distinctive. There are bits where there's brass going on. There's all sorts of stuff going on here. It's an album of the songs are covers. I think this is uh, relatively normal from my experience of Ry Cooder is that he does a lot of other people's songs. He does write a lot of his own stuff as well. So some of these songs are songs that I know. Stand By Me, which is a kind of soul classic, but he's got his own take on it. I Got Mine, He'll Have to Go, Good Night Irene, and smack dab in the middle, which is probably my favourite track on the album. It's not as well known as some of the other ones that I've mentioned, but I know it really well because it's on the Best of Ry Cooder, which is an album I have listened to quite a few times in my life. Um, it's definitely got kind of a um, he plunders different genres, and it's kind of a melting pot and blends different things. He carries it off with great plum and lots of conviction, and I want to say with integrity as well. I'm not really sure what I mean by that. It's just like you believe in him, or I believe in him when he plays it. I just don't question that this is he has a right to play in these styles. You know, everybody can play in whatever style they want, I guess, but it has a feel of authenticity to it coming from him, and he puts that feel into it is great. So it's a great listen. It feels like sunny southern days. Not that I have ever been to the southern states, so I don't know what it really sunny southern days sound like. It's not in any way flashy. It's not generally dance music, certainly not fast dance music. There's a couple of tracks at least that are waltzes in here. It's just nicely handled. There's something so joyful about the way Ry Cooder inhabits the music that he plays. So I really like this album. You probably gathered that. I'd love to know what you think of the album. So please do tell me by leaving me a comment. I'd love to get into conversation. And that's it from me for now.
When the night is cold and the land is dark and the moon is the only light